This episode of Dungeons and Dorkheads is brought to you by Green Man Gaming. Head down to the link below to get some fantastic deals on video games and shop with confidence, knowing that every game on this site comes directly from publishers and you get a fantastic deal in the process. Not only that, this video is also brought to you by XSplit. Head down to the other link down there and get in on the fantastic family of products that XSplit has to offer, including XSplit Broadcaster, which is a fantastic program for live streaming, video recording, and even making this video that you're watching right now. Head down to the link below. And let's not forget, this show wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the great people making Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Head down to the link below. Foundry Virtual Tabletop is perfect for all of your virtual tabletop needs. It's very easy to set up, very easy to mod, very easy to get all of your game systems working, including D&D 1st Edition, D&D 5th Edition, Pathfinder, Fallout Pen and Paper, even Bunkers and Badasses. Head down to the link below and try out Foundry Virtual Tabletop absolutely free. And last but certainly not least, we need to give a big shout out to the folks at ForgottenAdventures.net for their dedication to the craft of map-making assets, virtual tokens, battle maps, Clip Studio brushes, and builder packs, all available on ForgottenAdventures.net. Link down below in the description.
As the night continues on, Demare, you, once again, having the contraption, this, what you could assume to be some form of lightning rifle, you have everything kind of laid out, but some things look like they've kind of shifted around, and it's because you've spent so much time mapping out all of the parts and assessing where they might go. Despite the fact that things have moved around, you just need to kind of spend some time to get things back in place, and you start trying to make some progress. And for a bit, Roxy's kind of watching over you, but she gets tired and passes out in bed, rolls over, and night continues on as the moon rises into the sky, and you're just kind of doing this as a pseudo wind down, but also to mentally exercise to make yourself a little tired, because you've just been sitting on deck all day, not sailing a ship is not extraneous effort to you. It is,
it's second nature.
Yeah, it's, you might as well be putting forth the effort to draw a straight line with a pencil. With this, you are working, and you have everything laid out on the desk inside of the room, and you're trying to get pieces fitted into place, and some things are fitting, some things not so much, and you're having to redraft and have a second check at the schematics. And as you've more or less winded down, taken off all of your adventuring gear, the bag is set to the side, and
I didn't take my arm off at this point.
Yeah, you are, the whole okay, after the next part, okay, I need to, where this, how this fits together, and you just need to kind of get it in, but maybe you need to add one more thing to it, but that just one last task, and the night kind of just continues, and you don't know how much longer you're really doing that for, because the time becomes a weird soup once enough tiredness has taken in. And you have no idea when this occurs, but you start nodding a little bit. And still just trying, but you feel yourself leaning towards the desk, and then you realize that you are, and you shake yourself up a bit, and you just need to figure out where this one piece goes. And it gets to the point where you're not really certain if you're awake or if you're asleep, but you just have the piece. You're wobbling a bit, and you're looking at this contraption that,
Dad, I put my heart and soul into because I want my loot reward. Gosh darn it!
And you're holding it, and the piece just like doesn't seem to be fitting right. You're not entirely certain, and then you hear almost what sounds like something fairly light rolling over, like an apple that tilted to the side, and just a light thump.
Yeah.
You look over, and you don't see anything. There's just like your gear there, your
apple-shaped objects.
No, like maybe it could have been like your gun rolling over, but it's been a couple of hours maybe at this
My gun
point.
doesn't sound like an apple. It sounds more like an orange.
Yeah, exactly. You turn back, and you take the piece and you put it into place. Try and give it a click in, but it's just nothing holding it. And you don't want to put too much force into it, because then maybe it'll, burst apart. And as you're focused on this, you hear what sounds like someone dragging a bag across the floor. Just a couple of inch shift. And you look over, and you can see your gear has moved slightly.
I'm gonna go look at my gear and inspect it heavily. I'm getting a bit sussy. I got the bad vibes going on.
You go ahead and make an investigation check.
It's fucking bitch ass. Damn it. I'm gonna use my luck point.
Alright. No, you rolled deception. Roll the right check.
Oh, right. I was wondering, because that was like significantly higher.
Yeah.
How? It's just 11s.
That is amazing.
Cool, I'm gonna roll
3
another fucking
11s,
luck point.
really?
Cursed by Skyrim.
Okay.
15, I'm taking it.
Hi, the curse has been broken.
You hear the release of Skyrim starting to close in, and then you're like, no, fuck off with that bullshit. And looking at your stuff, you don't see anything weird. You even check inside of some of your pouches, maybe, something burst, or, change in pressure, maybe something came loose, but no. Like, the only thing that you have a hard time checking is in the bag of holding, because it's an extra dimensional space that you need to reach your hand into to try and kind of, like, get the item you're requesting. And it's an extra dimensional space. Things can't just wiggle around in it.
Yeah, if it wiggles around, it's wiggling in the bag. It doesn't make the bag itself wiggle.
Yeah. And, that just... It can't, more or less. So...
Hey, I'm curious. Is there anything at the window, or like at the wall? Is there anything outside? Because I'm a little sus of that.
To the window.
You have a look through some of the windows, and
Maybe open one up and just look at this, like the hull of the ship.
You look about and make a perception check.
Also, at this point, my hair is completely down, not in a ponytail anymore. It's just kind of like wafting lazily in the breeze.
Mm-hmm. You, like, at this point, you're like, okay, something's not adding up, and hairs are starting to prickle up on the back of the neck. You kind of come to, and you're still a little uncertain, like, am I dreaming and things are just weird, or is this actually... A lot of fuckery has been going on.
Is this the real life, or is this just fantasy?
Yeah, you're caught in a landslide. And you, looking about, you thoroughly check everything. At the current moment, you don't see anything that would cause fuckery. You make sure...
Evidence is sussy enough itself.
Yes, that is the thing that is bothering you the most, is that you haven't found anything.
Is there like, there's like I have my sword with me, right? It's like in my stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna sweep the room, swinging it around wildly.
Yeah, I'll say rolling with the natural 20, you cover everything and make sure that, like, you know, if someone were to attempt to do anything, you wouldn't give them the time or...
The ability to be invisible, perhaps.
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter how good they're dodging, you check. And, there's no invisibility. You're even, like, keeping keen ear for any footsteps, even if they're flying.
My cute little
any
horsey ear
change.
twitches and twiggles.
Mm-hmm. And you are detecting nothing. The only way that if someone was here, they would have had to escape into the ethereal plane to avoid your detection.
But what if they did do that?
What if they did?
What if it was magnets?
Fucking how do they work?
Now I don't want to go to sleep. If I am asleep, I first go to pinch my arm, realize I have a metal arm, and also the metal arm is off. Then I go and pinch my nub.
Yeah, you pinch yourself, and yeah, that hurts. But are you just dreaming that it hurts?
That is possible. I count
how
on my
I dream.
fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it look like my normal hand being counted?
Yeah, from what you can see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like any of this.
The vibes.
I just sort of stand there, like, as still as I can, trying to not even make a creak, and just listen out for anything. That was just Chris leaving.
You can hear the passage of water. There's the light snoring of one of your party members, and the wind passing by the ship. You are not detecting anything that is out of the ordinary.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna go back to my thing. I'm gonna pay attention to my gear while also trying to shove the thing in the thing.
Now that you're more awake and acute, you attempt to click the piece into place, and you're still having that issue of, like, okay, hang on, maybe I need to put, like, an O-ring on
I have a theory
here.
right now. It's electromagnetically attracting my gear.
Yeah, you go back to messing with it, and you're like, eyes darting back and forth.
Trying to replicate whatever I did at the time.
Mm-hmm. And as you're checking, still rolling off a natural 20 perception, there is no reaction from your gear. And this is the first time that this has happened, despite this being the about third time that you've messed with this device. And as you're trying to get it back into place, nothing weird happens.
Nada, zip, zilch.
Absolutely nothing.
This is very fucked. I don't like any of this. I don't. I think. Hey, Steve, here's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
All right, you cast a Detect Magic, and the aura of magical detection. Hang on, I need to. Okay, so yeah, you would be able to perceive through the through the walls and floors around you, slightly suppressed. You detect the familiar signature of Roxy in the other room. The distant detection of some of your other party members and their gear, obviously all of your gear, and attempting to get anything else, you know, their magical elements with the device that you're messing with, but it's all like, you know, evocation, transmutation, some abjuration, just like runes carved into things, the lightning crystals themselves. There's nothing like illusion or conjuration, nothing that would, you know, be residual, someone jumped into the ethereal plane or something. You know, the only things that, like, the attempting to, you know, draw conclusions from reasonable happenings, like maybe a mouse crawled in your bag of holding, or, you know,
Well, then I'm gonna go to my bag of holding. I'm gonna think of a bunch of critters that could be stowing away on the ship.
So you.
What if I think humanoid and reach into it?
Like you're trying to grab a person?
Yes.
Uh,
If that's too general, I'm gonna continuously reach into it, thinking of every race I can think of.
Alright, as you perpetually do that, you're reaching in, and I'm assuming, so you only have your one arm on right now. So how are you
I
holding
have it between my legs.
Okay, you just have
I'm
it
like
between your legs.
crisscross applesauce, just like squishing it slightly.
Okay, so yeah, you're giving a little bit of a squeeze, and you're reaching in, thinking of things, and what is Demer's reaction when you feel a wrinkled, cold, clawed hand grab onto your wrist?
TBH vindication, I am not crazy.
You did it.
And then also shock, oh my god.
Alright, and what are you going to try to do?
I'm gonna shout for Roxy and not get pulled in. Roxy! Roxy! Roxy!
You start screaming, and you just feel one of the fingernails dig into your arm,
I'm gonna send
scrape
Gizmo
downwards.
to go get to her. That's gonna be like the last command. I'm just screaming into its head.
You feel the fingernail scrape downwards. I'll say you take 2 points of damage, and then the hand removes itself from yours.
Uh-huh. Just...
And more or less everyone, if you're wanting to, you can wake up at this screaming noise.
Ah, Roxy,
Okay.
Roxy!
That kid's gonna head across the ship.
What?
What's going on?
Sandra was
Slams
already on
into the room
deck.
first.
Stink.
Sandra
There's
was already
something
on
in my
deck.
bag of holding.
Oh, there's
Uh.
something in your bag of
What the
what?
fuck happened?
There's a
All
person.
right, let's
there's a
go to the deck.
humanoid.
How is there a
Let's
go to the
person
deck.
in a bag of holding? Alright.
That's how bags work, hon.
There's a
Come on.
person in there that's not supposed to be in there. I have not put a person in there.
Let's go to the deck with this.
The Damaris says, grabbing her gut pistol and like pointing it. She's still one-armed, by the way.
It's like just peeping
And-
through the door, just like come on,
Uh,
so we can throw it on the deck or something, so we don't get like get body in a
I
corridor.
think somebody should go get Tamara's arm first.
Oh,
Nicholas
where's
and
that?
Sandra, you both notice that there is blue blood running down Damir's arm.
You
Come on, that
okay?
looks familiar.
No, there's something in my fucking bag.
But
Yeah,
you're-
let's get the bag out
I'm
on the
assuming
deck and try
bleeding
getting
blue
it out
is
again.
not normal for you.
I think bleeding blue
Don't you
is
remember
normal for
Demare
her.
bleeds blue?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
You were there, Nick.
You were there. Nick.
Yeah.
I don't think. No, that and then like yeah, come on.
555, come on now.
Yeah.
Because
But-
normally
yeah.
the fact that Steve was bringing it up.
Yeah, Roxy does grab your arm, and the bag, she grabs it and just like as tight of a death grip as possible to squeeze any possibility of anything getting out from the mouth of the bag. And she's just tries guiding Demare to the deck of the ship.
I do not take my gun off it the entire time.
All right, let's get out here where there's some space. Maybe the forward deck. Like over here even. Wherever you think there's space.
Over here. And while we're over here, I'm going to point the cannon at it.
That is
You-
not necessary.
Okay.
I mean,
So
it's attacking her, I think at least.
let's take this from the top. What happened besides just the hand coming? Like how?
I heard something. I've been investigating for the past 20 minutes. I thought I might be crazy. I'm not.
Mhm.
And it turns out something is inside. Something got inside my bag of holding when I wasn't looking.
Well, why didn't
Did
you
you
call
do
me? I've
anything
been
to
up this
make
whole
it-
time.
Do
I
something.
reached in trying to get it out. Like, it might be dying right now, so, like, Roxy Dearest, could you, like, try
I
and
mean,
pull it
what
out?
was the hand like?
Wrinkly?
Did it look dead?
I don't fucking know. I didn't see it. It was in
You
the
have to-
bag.
I mean, you have to breathe. I mean, if you have to breathe, you can suffocate in there. But if you don't have to breathe, it doesn't
There are a lot of
matter.
questions and not a lot of bag opening.
I mean, okay.
Right.
What were you thinking what were you thinking when you grabbed it? Or I guess did it grab you instead?
That's a question for Steve specifically.
You
I would have
You're-
immediately took note of what it was.
you had gone through about every race and were kind of just like vague humanoid shapes at that point. It kind of exacerbated the like, you know, is it a humanoid thing? You know, maybe part human, part orc, part. It was, you know, you had been actively attempting for multiple minutes going through various different humanoids and started to like just go into the humanoid shape-ish thing.
I thought vaguely humanoid shape.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay,
Roxy
so what else?
is just
Could-
giving
could
you
dump the
a
bag.
Roxy is just giving you a like concerned like you fucking just asked me to stick my hand in a bear trap thing.
I give her a very pleading look.
Okay. Better idea. So, what's in your bag? Besides the whatever.
All my stuff?
How do you feel about we flip the bag over and dump everything,
about-
including whatever that is
I
out?
was about to
On
say
the
you
deck.
could just flip it.
Yeah. Just flip the bag
That's
over
a
and
lot
dump
of
it all
stuff.
out.
Do you guys know how much stuff I have?
How much?
How much?
More than it would probably go over the edge.
Why don't we do this
Okay,
in the
but
cargo
they have a
hold
limit.
then?
But yeah, the cargo hold instead, probably.
Yeah, cargo holds empty.
There's a ton of gold in there. A literal
Okay, but
ton.
it's just a bag of holding, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's only so much you can put in there.
It's the bag of holding.
Oh. Was there like some
Whatever it was,
disturbing
probably
bag
dead now.
body parts in the bag of holding that we saw?
Wait,
So something survived in that bag.
no, but you gave Zach the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Besides, it got in. It just got in.
Huh. I mean, if you don't want to lose stuff, we could just go to the bottom deck and open it down there.
Yeah, apparently there's something in the bottom deck.
You guys really
I mean,
underestimate.
okay. I just mentioned on the bottom deck we do have a bunch of the gold because I can't store all that gold on Zach, and technically the
better
mayor
idea.
can't carry all
How
that gold
about y'all
either.
reach in and grab it? It was just an old person's hand.
I'd rather not give it my hand.
Oh,
I-
for the
just dump it out and
love
then
of the goddess.
That star
You
currently.
guys, you're
on your
not understanding. There is too much stuff to dump it out.
Oh, for God's sake. Here, Demare. Give it to me.
Yeah, there's no way. That's why the bottom deck would be fine.
Just
There's
give
like
it to
only so
me.
much poundage you could put in there.
I have too much stuff.
And we have enough space. It's the bottom deck.
No, we don't. We really, really don't.
Yes, we
Wow,
do.
like you could only have like 200. Forget, was it like 200 pounds was the weight limit of the bag of holding? And that stuff is.
I think so.
Yeah, it's 500
Yeah, so
pounds.
yeah, I doubt that you would have so much stuff that it would actually go
64
over deck.
cubic feet.
Just give me the bag. I'll reach in there myself.
Okay, go for it, Damaris says, giving the bag to Sandra.
Roxy
Calm
holding the bag
herself.
just opens the bag, not letting go of the bag, but opens the bag for you to stick your hand in.
Have your gun on it.
Trust me, I am, she says as she keeps the cannon on it.
Alright, and I'll reach on in there with my flaming arm and feel around for anything alive.
Sus.
You
Rip coke.
feel around, and it's a extra dimensional space. You don't feel anything.
Maybe I could throw a star into it.
I
That's
think
not how
about...
that works. I don't think.
Stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how you break the bag too. That's what I was saying. We go to the bottom deck. We just accept that we'll have to dump the 500 pounds of stuff.
Well, I was
put
thinking
it away
throwing the
later.
star into the
Damaris
bag.
gets a
not
very
putting the
annoyed
bag.
look towards Zach.
What? Look, you don't want the bag to be broken. It doesn't really seem to want to grab anyone right now. You could just dump it out and then just beat it to death. Or interrogate it, whatever you like. Why don't you want to open the bag?
Was Sandra thinking the right thing?
Hands.
No, think vague humanoid shape.
Alright, I think vague humanoid.
I mean, like, the,
You,
well,
you
there was
reach
that
in
little
thinking
bag
of
that we saw like a while ago.
you reach in thinking of a vague humanoid. Nothing.
Hands.
You reach in thinking of hands. Let me. No, that's the. I looked at the bag of holding list again. No, you unless Demare has any hands. Do you have any spare hands in the bag, Demare? Just double checking. Okay, then no, you don't find anything.
You know, just loose hands.
Think of something that's alive. Pull out something that's alive.
Think wrinkly. It was wrinkly and clawed.
Not alive.
Okay.
Pull out something elderly.
Alright, I reach in and think of something elderly.
Yep. Same thing. You reach in and there's nothing there.
Okay, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We are gonna lock this bag in one of the spare bedrooms.
No, that's right. You know what? Fine, let's go to the fucking bottom deck, Damaris says, just like grabbing the bag and dragging
The mayor, why don't
Alright,
you want to
fine.
open up the bag on the bottom deck?
Damaris pulls a gun on Zach. How about you just shut your mouth and we go dump it, why don't we?
I mean,
Demare,
She looks very not okay right now.
we're trying to help.
Yeah, you're doing a shit job of it.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I could just stand here and not do a goddess damned thing.
Or maybe you could think of humanoid shapes better. Gosh, I would think being a humanoid, you would know them better. Come on.
I thought you were this big old tough pirate. Reach in again.
I'm gonna reach in again and reach for it and grab it.
All right, Roxy gives a disapproving look, but holds the bag. You reach in, thinking of the same thing. Nothing.
What the actual
Wait, maybe
fuck?
it's a
Like, what?
dragon.
Are you full of it or what?
Maybe.
I mean, what did you have in
Did you see my arm?
You could have
Hmm.
hurt yourself doing one of your whatever the fuck you're doing with your arm
I mean,
and
that's
shit.
quite a
Yeah,
big
you've been
scar.
playing around with a lightning rifle for the past
You've
few
been fiddling with
weeks.
stuff all the time. I don't
Lightning
know.
doesn't do this.
Yes, but you could have just hurt yourself from anything that you're doing. You're
Hmm.
constantly, doing
I
craftsmanship.
mean, maybe it
as stuff.
shapeshifted inside the bag.
Actually, Steve, can I do like a investigation check on Daenerys' arm?
You can make a medicine check.
Medicine check then.
Can I stick my head in the bag and look around? Holding my breath, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna take my head off. Or I already had
I'm
it on.
gonna let it grab my
Plus
face.
7. Okay, got it. Plus
All
7.
right.
I'm gonna look around for it.
Are you just regular looking around?
I am frantically looking around.
What does
I
a
am
17 do,
very not
Steve?
okay.
Okay, Demir, you stick your head in, and there's no light source in there. Though with your dark vision, you see the standard selection of your, the things you've placed inside of this bag of holding.
My stuff?
Yep.
I assume it's not in a pile that it could be hiding under, right?
It is in a pile, yes.
Well, then I'm gonna reach my arm in there and start shuffling through the pile.
Yeah, you it's a squeeze, but you're like Nicholas, as you're attempting to get a look at the scratched arm, Demare starts wiggling the arm into the bag, almost as if trying to climb inside. And yeah, Demare, you start pushing some things to the side, and you got a lot of stuff. You cannot see the bottom. Even if you try and move things, like, it is a 64 by 64 cubic square. So,
Hey, Demare, maybe try screaming into the bag. Make a reaction.
you
Make
can't.
You see her move her belly as if she's talking, but you hear nothing.
Yep. Also,
And then
Nicholas,
she realizes she just lost all her breath, and then she pulls her head out and says, "There's no air in there. I can't scream anything."
Oh,
That is true.
never mind that.
Well, did you
also-
see anything?
Sorry, yes, Steve?
Nicholas, with your 17, you as you take a moment, Demare, do you let Nicholas actually grab your arm and examine it?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Do you allow Nicholas to grab your arm and examine it?
Yeah, as long as I'm not using my arm, which I'm not right now.
Okay, so having a look at it, you kind of have to move some of the fur aside. You notice that around the wrist, there is in fact bruising, as well as what looks to be a puncture and then drag of a claw that is very jagged and unrefined. Definitely probably want to get this taken care of, whether it be magically or medicinally. But yeah, it wasn't a tool or jagged piece of metal. No, this was something.
I guess I'll use what was it called? Not Cure Wounds. It was the healing magic I had to use on myself.
Lesser restoration. This does not need a lesser restoration. It's not poison or anything. It's just a if you leave an open wound, then there's a chance it'll get infected. If you cure wounds
I'm
to
gonna
close
just
it,
kind of take my arm back and
Okay,
I'm gonna
then I'll
reach into the bag
cure
and think to
wounds.
myself, corpse.
Have cure wounds selected, please tell me I do.
do you have any
Yes.
corpses in your bag of holding, Demare?
I use cure
I don't know.
wounds
Is
on,
the thing that just grabbed me dead?
I use cure wounds on Damare's arm.
Because if it is dead, then yes, I do have a corpse. If it's not dead, then I guess I don't have a fucking corpse.
Yeah, no, you don't grab anything.
Do I have to roll for cure wounds, or is it just automatic?
No, Demare, you heal your 2 points of damage, and the bruising and scratch disappear completely.
So, what were you doing exactly before that happened?
I was vibing in my room working on my machine.
Did you do anything weird when you were working on it?
What do you mean weird?
Like, I don't know, any parts of it. You dealing with any magic parts with it, or is it all just like mechanical, normal stuff?
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
How dumb is the idea of, magical stuff, like, leading to a situation like this from what I was doing? How absurd would that be?
How absurd would it be for
My work on an electric gun to lead to this whole ordeal of a hand grabbing me in my bag of holding?
It would make more sense for a blacksmith across town, them hitting their hammer on an anvil and it causing a goat on the other side of town to drop dead of a heart attack. Completely unrelated. There should be no correlation unless the gun is extremely cursed or something. But you detected magic, and that gun is not cursed. It is a...
I'm a fan of curses, I would know.
It is a magical contraption. Like, it is...
Too bad.
Yeah, it's like... you have Gizmo and your cannon and the runes that are used to make this. This is an artificer gnomish contraption. It is a magical device. It does not have any curses on it. It is not even active right now. There is nothing that would cause the bag of holding to have anything to do with it. The only, factors are it was in the same room and it belongs to you. That's it.
There is absolutely no way that caused that.
Well, whatever it is, it's gone now, so...
I mean, if you're fine with it, I could just go back. We could all just go back to bed.
I am very not fine with any of this.
Alright, how should we proceed then?
Well, hey, I was on for the idea of, pouring out all my stuff on the ground.
Are you, though?
Then
Are
why
you
were you
really?
so adamantly against it?
I don't know, why are you against it right now? Why is everything so difficult with you people?
Do you
I
want to...
mean, is it like, are you just mad? Are you trying to,
Oh my gosh, I just want to know what that thing in my bag is.
Well,
Okay,
we
are you
don't
okay
know.
with us going to go ahead with it? Are you, yeah. Okay, let's go down below deck.
Cool.
There's the way down. Yeah, this way. Bay up. I like taking the cinematic route down there. Alright. Where's everyone?
I am downstairs with you.
What time is it? In-game?
I will drag you. Never mind.
You would estimate it's like between midnight and 2 a.m.
I was snoozing.
You're losing.
I was having the great dreams.
Sandra was on watch, so...
And
Okay,
alright, so let's make a
Hey,
there we go.
Steve.
Yes.
Very questioningly specific question. Did the claws that grabbed me feel like dragon claws at all?
Mm, I will say, just with your general knowledges, no. The it was a humanoid hand for certain, and it felt
No
more
ghost
like
dragons coming at me from the afterlife for
No.
stealing their scales.
it felt more like a humanoid fingernail.
Okay,
Alright, let's dump it out in the open
Alright.
space.
cool. I invert my bag of holding.
And I hold my bow up to it.
All right, what does everyone see pour out, Demare?
Oh boy, let's see. They see 2 scimitars, a pistol with repeating shot, pistol non-functional, a hand crossbow, dagger, net, 4, playing pin, whips, a great sword, all of the devil's weapons that we got. Let's see, the amulet of hell, Patrick, a spare piece of clothes, a cape that I got, my necklace, ropes of color shifting, plate mail, a heck ton of potions, just a lot of potions, a couple of scrolls, some oil flax, slashes, a bag of tricks, silk rope, component pouch with a bunch of caltrops that have just landed all over the ground, my sending stones, hempen rope, pittons, water skins, lamp, my bullets, torches, loot, gaming set of play cards, my tools, every one of my tools, which is like 5 different sets, my treasure chest full of stuff, the chest of antique coins, some slime, a bunch of gemstones, some accessories, my bounty card, alchemy set, ink bottles, some key cards, and a bunch of books and a tinderbox.
And also a bunch of gold.
Yes, all my gold, basically.
Yeah, so,
You weren't lying about
Cacophony
the
of
last
tr- of
stuff.
crashing noises.
yeah, I will say some of those things are probably too large to have fit in the bag of holding, but they're just, like, in the hold right now. Like, the chest full of antique coins, that was a big chest.
I'm gonna open up that chest.
It's full of antique coins.
I'm gonna fucking shoot Sandra.
I close it again. I'm just being thorough. Could be hiding in there.
I eye her sussly. But then I let it go and don't actually shoot.
Just being
Yeah.
thorough.
So there's no creepy thing in the bag.
To confirm, Demare fully inverted the bag, which ejected everything, and you all saw the inversion of the bag, which, for a fact, all of you know, the contents of a bag of holding, once the bag is inverted, all of the contents come out. The extra dimensional space is empty, and none of you from that entire list that was read off see anything that is a humanoid hand with long claws or fingernails.
Hey, Steve, I just got a theory.
Yes.
Using my knowledge, how possible would it be for it to be like, I don't know, I reached into the wrong dimension? Like, I was supposed to reach into the extra dimensional plane of the bag of holding, but then I went to, I don't know, some
Wait.
sort of hell dimension instead.
Mayor, can you use detect evil / good?
No, I'm pretty sure I can't. Why?
Oh, then I'm using it. Okay, I'll
Okay,
go ahead. I'll get rid of
so-
my free. So just make room for that.
Nicholas, go ahead and post that spell. Demare, make an Arcana check.
An arcaner check.
Arcanery.
Okay, spell book. Detect
8,
good.
my lucky number.
Zach's just gonna attempt to access their knowledge of the undead or whatever. It's like this is kind of like
Like,
is she
Please
being
measure
haunted by something? What the fuck?
oh, wait, no, the spell. Okay, put it right.
They're just like, all right, well, this is kind of weird.
Okay,
I mean,
so
we're crazy, but not that crazy, maybe.
first, Demare, the only way you could have reached into a separate dimension is if you were in an area of unstable magic, and you are
Look, I'm gonna
fairly
admit,
certain.
Steve, there's been a lot of food just showing up magically enhanced out of nowhere. I don't know if I can rule that out.
Yeah, that's kind of your answer of like, is it possible? At this point, you're grasping at straws and are more fine with that being a answer than not having an answer. Nicholas, you do detect good and evil, and you you detect Demare.
You detect it basically as if evil was a smell. This girl has never fucking bathed in her entire life.
Oh gosh!
Take a bath, Demare.
That's how much evil you detect on her.
We double checking Zach's alignment. Never mind, we're good.
You actually do get a twinge of fiend from Zach.
Not by that.
Sandra does read slightly as Fae as well as you, being an elf. Not, full, but at the same time not.
Got hints of fave.
Dante is Dante.
Dante's pure confidence.
No.
The normalest person here. TBH.
Righteousness. Righteousness and anger.
This
You-
detect evil, good, not confident.
Righteous rage.
It does basically just detect certain creature types, yeah.
I mean, he is righteous rage. He is the chaotic good.
Yep. So besides that, around the bag of holding specifically. Also, Roxy does ping is undead. But beside that, yeah, the bag of holding in specific, nah, you're not picking up anything from it.
Okay, well, whatever it was is gone now.
Actually, can I do a history check?
Yeah, I was
See
gonna
what I
say.
know what it could be?
Yeah, Zach was gonna try to use their knowledge of like, is she being haunted or some shit, or like
That's also a thing to do.
So
haunted by some kind of
I will
fiendish creature or
allow.
whatnot. It's like, huh,
So
a fiend maybe.
Nicholas, you can go ahead and make your history check. Zach, you can make your supernatural check. It's still going to be intelligence plus proficiency.
Have you been noticing
Okay.
me playing
That's not
Phasmophobia?
actually-
Did I just get a ghost event?
I will.
Hell yeah.
I will do the intelligence save.
Should have had a crucifix on the ground.
God
I
damn
should
it!
have had a
I didn't.
smudge
It's
stick.
something.
Brought nothing. Do I get advantage on that check? On my thing
Fuck
to
it, why
like
not?
to be able to figure out if is because it is a paranormal type of question.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's just save and throw with advantage because that's the button that does the bonuses. So yay, let's go. It's like, huh? What is this? Does this sound familiar to them?
Zach,
What have we been plundering lately?
Zach, with the frequency of bags of holding crossing paths in your life, the strangeness around bags of holding in particular, no, they're more or less just strange in themselves because they're a magical thing. Like, an oddity stacking on top of an oddity is marginally more rare than two oddities being conveniently next to each other. So, yeah, you got nothing on that. Nicholas, the only things that you really recall. I'll say, Nicholas, can you also make a Arcana check?
Sure. It's also a 12, so I'm going to use my best stats this game. Yay.
Damn.
Okay.
That's a 28.
So, with your knowledge regarding bags of holding and them being extra-dimensional spaces, the only thing that you, like, starkly know with the Astral Sea and the extra-dimensional spaces for bags of holding, the only things that are known to those who travel the Astral Sea on Spelljammers, it's such obscure information because not many people go to the Astral Sea, not many people sail on Spelljammers, not many people do all of these things, and the information is so light. But the only thing that you know is sometimes these extra-dimensional spaces can be visited by these creatures called astral dreadnoughts. Astral dreadnoughts have like crab pincers for arms and pincer people in half, and they do not have hands small enough to make that type of wound.
I probably would lose another arm if I faced one of those guys.
Yeah,
I think there would be a lot more dead bodies on the ship if it was one of those guys.
in Astral Dreadnought, if it would have visited the Bag of Holding, the Bag of Holding probably would have been empty, and if it would have interacted with Demare, as previously stated, would not have that arm.
So,
Since you rolled well enough, I'll go ahead and link you a picture of an Astral Dreadnought.
Okay, cool. While you're doing that, I'm going to rummage around in my stuff, and then I'm going to pull out a necklace, and then I'm going to put that necklace around my neck and press the button on it, thereby casting Air Bubble. I'm going to revert my bag of holding and jump in.
You're going to try and squeeze into your Bag of Holding?
I'm a thin girl. I can do it.
Do
Alright.
you want us to help grab you from, like, whoop?
I have not gotten into the astral again, not yet.
Yeah, come get me in, like, I don't know, sometime.
Do we need a rope, or I guess we could just summon her out again? Alright, Zach's just gonna...
Grabbing the picture of the Astral Dreadnought. Not mentioned.
Anything Zach can do to not... I have a potion for that.
Huh. Yeah, very much isn't that.
Just gonna poke head in to see if I spot anything real quick. It's like, what up?
So, oh yeah, you have Devil Sight as well.
Yep.
Don't you?
Yep.
So as Zach pokes head into Bag of Holding as well, both Demare and Zach are looking around inside of this bag, and assumably you haven't stuck your stuff back into the bag. It is an empty space in there. You're looking around.
Hiding in here, reasonably speaking.
Yep.
Like, it would be crazy to think that something could just, like, hide. That would be stupid, right?
Yeah, that legitimately, you can see the semi-gray walls of the space inside of here, and to sate your curiosity, you go over and attempt to get to the other side of one of these walls, and it's firm.
I try to look around them. There is no around them.
Okay, they could be all night with this, so I'm gonna go back on watch.
I
Okay.
Honk.
think I'll continue meditating. Just get my 4 hours in, and then I'll be back after it.
Just occasionally popping out to breathe again. Just like,
Yep.
I
How
guess
long are you
not.
gonna be staying in there, Demir?
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna leave now. I guess.
it's like
Right.
you can't find anything. Zach just like just gives you a head shake of nah.
Demir is very, very upsetty. No happy.
Do you think maybe it's on the ship now?
How would it be on the ship?
I don't know. Maybe it got out of the bag.
Sense.
Maybe it's like a mental thing. Yeah,
A mental thing?
I don't know.
Maybe you're crazy.
Demir
No,
just
I
kinda
mean like
stares
maybe
at
like
Zach.
something's like spooking.
Yes.
Maybe something's like spooking you.
This seems like more than just a simple spook.
Well, yeah. I it doesn't seem like anything I've heard about, so. But maybe, I mean, it definitely did the whole spook you of grabbing and fucking, well, you know, just like shrugs towards your arm. We firmly established it's not in the bag, which I was hoping it was, because then we could just stab it and get it over with, but I still have the mystery of what the hell is it.
I would really like to know what it is.
You think of anything weird we've been handling lately that maybe could be related to this at all?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither. Anyway, I'll help you put the stuff back in if you want.
Please.
Yeah, Zach's gonna start getting to that.
Alright, so Zach is going back to bed, or
We'll help you put away the stuff and then, yeah.
okay. So you both start shoving stuff back in the bag of holding.
Oh yeah, we
And
have an emerald.
reluctantly going back to bed.
It's like, oh yeah, you have an emerald pen.
Mm-hmm.
It's special? Oh. Yeah.
Shrug.
I'm tired. Figure that out later.
Sounds like future me's problem.
Yep. If it
That's a
happens again, let
problem
us
for
know.
Future
Okay.
Zach.
Hmm.
And if there's anything else, Sandra is on watch for at least 3 more hours.
Hmm.
Demir has a deep pit of frustration in her soul.
After that, I'll go wake up Dante and he can take next watch.
Yeet.
Hmm.
So what is Demir doing with her bag of holding for the rest of the night?
I'm gonna sleep with it, like looking directly at it.
And are you staying in the hold, or
No, I'm going to bed with Proxy, but I'm gonna put it like across the room where I can see it.
Zach asks for a cup of juice that makes you sleep.
you get a delicious herbal tea?
Sweet.
Cup of juice that is juice.
It makes you sleep.
Hey Zach, get me a coffee while you're there.
Where the fuck?
Never mind, I'll get it myself.
It's already in the fucking hold. Not the hold, the, forward.
Well, Sandra's up on deck keeping an eye out on things, so... I get coffee.
Hmm. Hoping it's a ghost. Then I could write about it.
Whatever it is, I want it to fuck off.
Zach is curious, but I need more.
Alright, was there anything else that the party wanted to do tonight?
Nope.
No.
At least not for me.
Alright. So, continuing on day 3, the roll was actually sufficient. It was another day of solid travel, and you make your way by the whoops, I guess I rotated the party
Doing
token as well.
terrific.
Yeah.
Boat did a flip.
Yep. So the party is able to make their way to the final curve, and a good chunk of the way through the day, it's about dinner time now. You can see a Sandra. I'm assuming you're like at the prow of the ship, looking out, trying to find Amon.
Regular eyeballs, spyglass, and the occasional scouting bird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, as it gets close to dinner time, you do in fact see Amon with a paper on their lap, writing something, and they are near the shore, awaiting your boat to arrive.
Someone help me drop anchor. Or
Is anyone awake?
something. Okay.
It's dinner time.
Demir
so-
groggily
Alright.
goes and drops anchor.
How do we get him?
Just okay.
Do we have any ladders?
Coffee, and then I'll just throw the anchor in there. You get the fucker into the water. Let's go.
Yeah, I start preparing one of the boats.
Yeah, it's the anchor beside the side of the river. and
Anchor
then
on the
just-
side of the river and get him in the longboat.
Yeah, that's how you do it, right? Yeah, you don't just crash the fucking boat into the side of the river, right?
No, you take out a dinghy.
Yeah, we have those. That's what these are. Let's do that. Oh. Mate.
As you drop one of the rowboats into the water, you go towards shore, and you can see Amon smiling and very excited to see Sandra once again.
Hang on, I'm just answering your question. Okay. And yeah, I run up to him and give him the longest hug I've ever given him.
Oh, hey there, Sandra. Oh, I missed you so much. You're growing up to be such a big girl now, aren't you?
I don't like this guy.
I missed you more than
Damn.
you'll ever know.
Honk.
And who are your friends here?
I'm Nicholas. Hi.
I'm the great Captain Gearhead. Fear me. Demir is
Hello.
very much not really looking into this day.
Of course.
Honk.
But
Jack
hello,
just
I'm
waves.
Dante. Dante Strongheart.
The Amon like attempts to shake all of your hands, for likely to mixed reception.
When he shakes my hand, he shakes. I'm the one who holds out my mechanical hand for him to shake, and when he shakes it, it pops off.
Oh, sorry about that, bud.
Don't call me Bud. Give me my hand back.
Hands it back to you.
Demir says to herself, more than anyone really, just mostly to her as she thinks about the pun. Still very, very upset looking. Amon can clearly tell she's not upset with him, but she's in a very grouchy mood.
Oh, someone didn't wake up on the right side of the bed there, hey?
No.
She had an evil hand come out of her bag.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah,
Right, though?
Amon leans over to Sandra and is like, that didn't actually happen, did it?
Oh no, it probably did.
Oh,
there were
sorry to
claw
hear
marks.
that.
Heard that.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, you took care of it, didn't you, Sandra?
No.
No.
That one still needs to be resolved. It's
Not
one of
for
those
lack of
mysteries we
trying.
have.
It,
Oh no.
it
Yeah.
it went away, so we left it at that.
Oh, probably heard of the fierce hunter on that case, no, didn't ya?
I would say
Hey,
so.
Amon ruffles Sandra's hair a little bit.
I don't stop him.
We have been having a bit of a week. So.
More like a bit of a month. It's
Has it been a month? I guess. About
oh, a lot has
couple
happened
weeks?
since the Adventure Guild blew up.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a surprise when I went over there, hey. But, you know, any crew with my little Sandra here is gonna be successful. Look at ya!
we have been successful.
One way or another.
Mostly.
A real
yeah.
adventure and company you're leading here, hey Sandra.
We never really picked a leader.
Oh,
I'm
of course
leader.
it's you.
There's no need for a leader.
Hmm.
It's me. I'm the captain of the ship.
You can captain the ship. You ain't the captain of me, alright?
Okay, well, you know what? You can get off the ship whenever you want. I ain't gonna stop you.
Hey, I don't have to have you as my captain just because I'm on the ship that you've claimed.
You're free to get off my damn ship whenever you like.
Oh, Sandra, looks like your party's having a little bit of a strife. Maybe you need to give them one of your speeches.
Yeah, what else is new?
So, we heading to Shithor from here, or
The river goes right here. Hang on. There's a trade dock right around here that we can stop the ship there. And from there it's like an hour or two from Shurthor walking. It's not bad.
Oh yeah, it's a good path there.
I was told I would get more crew members.
Well, I
That's at
mean,
Shurthor.
it kind of depends. There's some people itching to kind of get round, but many of them made their way out after the Adventurers Guild was shut down.
She's looking for people who can fight dragons. And
Sandra,
Oh,
if
well.
I can't find a single crew member here, you're gonna have to figure out how to get a bullet out of your leg.
Well, did you talk to some of them fine blokes that were heading on that way there? And they, Amon motions in the direction you came from.
They didn't exactly.
Yeah, that's not exactly what
Yeah, I
happened.
think
They
we had a
tried
run-in with them about
steal our ship.
2 nights ago?
They gave a very bad first impression.
2 nights ago,
Yeah.
they tried to jump us and failed miserably.
Oh well, that tieflin lady, she was real nice, and I mean they took a bit more of my food than I was, really prepping to give, and also my wallet. But they seemed like they needed it more than me.
Oh, goddess, are you okay?
I killed one.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
I knew that you were coming along here, Sandra. I wasn't worried at all.
I feel like you should have been at least a little worried.
There
You gotta watch out. It's not safe out
There
here.
are
Oh no,
dragons.
there were real nice folks there.
There are dragons everywhere. I was
Well, I'm
so
glad I
worried.
love you.
Oh yeah,
Zach
if
is
you would
confused.
have spoken to them, they're real nice people. They're just trying to get on home.
I mean, if they told us that, maybe things would have gone differently. But they, well, most of them
They
left.
kind of gave us the your ship or your life kind of deal.
I
Oh,
said
no.
their life.
It must have been a miscommunication there. Hey,
I mean, they literally, from what I heard, jumped the ship and say, "Give us your ship," and jump off the ship.
Yeah.
So I killed them.
oh, you
As
must have
a
been.
self-respecting pirate would.
Well, you killed one of them. The rest of them jumped.
I killed
Oh.
their spirits.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's a
Hmm.
that's a bit bold stance to take there. Maybe we should talk about that sometime.
And,
Talk
sometimes you can make friends with people. Sometimes they make a mistake, and you have to make them pay the price for it. It just kind of comes and goes like that sometimes.
I gave
But
them a
anyway,
warning.
A bit more
Well-
importantly, what did Sandra tell you exactly?
Well, Sandra, you'll need to be working on your lessons there with leading your party and making sure they're doing the right thing. But at least it sounds like you're
Clearly.
making progress with them. So,
Hmm.
Sandra's a natural born leader, you know. Hey,
Could have fooled me.
you're a good joker there. Hey,
I'm not a
Amon
joker.
points at
I'm
you.
not a clown. I am a pirate queen.
Pirate captain. But you're gonna be queen, though.
I guess.
I already am queen. I must assert myself on the throne.
True.
You got a fun bunch here, Sandra.
Yep.
Yeah, they're the ones I couldn't get rid of.
Well, once
Like
they
you
saw
can
how
try.
good of a leader you were, then they needed to stick around here.
Hmm.
Nothing else
Right.
has got enough excitement with you to keep us following you. Or at least I'm gonna stick around as long as things are fun. I mean, that's the point of adventuring, right?
Everything's fun with little Sandra here.
Or
Now,
something, right,
let's get on that boat here. Hey, we aren't gonna be catching much more sunlight in a couple hour.
Right.
Put out, speed those dragons. Let's get back on.
Oh,
board.
I haven't really seen many dragon here around there.
Wait, really? Not even like steadfast or not steadfast.
Well, I mean,
Yorford?
no, not really. There is some like very far in the distance. Back when I was near Dawnbreak there, some heading around that direction, but Dawnbreak usually has a dragon or two floating around there. The good old metallics keeping some order around the area,
I'm
making
sorry,
sure
what?
no.
The metallic
The-
dragons.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
metallic dragons. They're nice folk.
You know,
Yeah,
like
one
the
generously donated his scales to me to help our cause.
the
He's a
bronze
real banged-up dude.
dragons, the steel, the
Oh,
golden.
you spoke to one of them gold dragons. They're pretty rare nowadays. Well, Sandra, you really found a good one if you found someone who got it with a
About
gold dragon.
that,
He gave his life valiantly for the cause that he believed in.
Amon,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about
Yeah.
Amon,
That, yeah,
pal,
Sandra's in
there's,
the, yeah.
there's a lot we need to go over.
that. Oh, of course. I'm more than happy to talk with you. But let's get on that boat there, hey.
Zach
Okay.
motions
Let's
vigorously
go
to the
away.
fucking dinghy.
I'll cook dinner and we'll catch up on everything.
Oh, I missed your cooking. Not as good as your stepmom's, but you still knew how to cook up something nice there.
Bless her
Real
heart.
savant with the spices.
Do you,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
have any meat on you?
Well,
Or
I
kinda-
mean, you got some dried meat here and a little bit of a wrapped venison, but it's personally I don't like to eat much venison when we're around Sandra, but we can catch a rabbit while we're on out here.
Zach's just gonna get on the dinghy. Thanks for the offer, but
Actually,
let's
if you
probably get
want,
going.
I can do a hunt.
Well, that's
Okay,
up
Zach,
to your choice.
Zach, do you want to get back on the ship and eat fish, or do you want something other than fish?
I mean, I thought we had the whole deadline to get to Steadfast before the timelines collapse, and it's all just.
All right,
symbols,
fine,
but-
and get on the boat.
Wait,
Look, why just
Steadfast
buy
or
me in
sure
town
or-
later?
Sure, Thor.
Because-
Yorford.
Okay, yeah, that makes
Yes,
a bit more
sure,
sense.
sure. Thor.
Steadfast is already gone. Oh boy.
Yeah, I had.
Oh boy, there's so much to talk about.
We have had many events. I cannot remember everything. My brain is filled with too much knowledge, and it's kind of an issue.
Oh yeah. Well, I was I got your first letter, but not sure if you sent more. I kind of took off right away
What-
trying to.
What
See,
was the last letter you got?
Oh, I only got one letter from you.
Which was?
He starts patting his pouches, trying to figure out where he put the letter. Well, there was some stuff going on at the Adventurers Guild. That's all I really knew. I was just so excited I wanted to go and visit you.
Okay. You've missed a few.
We're the
Well-
chosen ones or whatever.
Well, yeah, sure are, but
I didn't write about that.
The gold dragon told us we were the chosen ones. I mean, I know I am, but I'm not really sure about everyone else.
I mean, Xanthar said I was a bit of a
Dragons
man
are
for
also
weirdness.
apparently are trying to find a throne.
Sandra is smiling, but she also has this look of existential dread.
I'm tied up in too many. Too
I
many
think the
things.
age that we're living in is dying, and we might be entering the age of pirates.
Ooh, that
The
sounds
joke.
fun.
Oh,
The
goddess, I
penultimate
hope
joke
not.
is upon us.
The vast joke.
The vast honk.
As given by Bilious Slick.
Alright, as we get back on board,
I ain't heard about that one, but perhaps. We'll take care of that hand thing eventually, Demir. Just
The what? Demir says, looking like she just zoned out for half a second.
we'll take care of the hand thing. Don't worry about it. Just I mean,
At this point, I'm more exhausted than anything. I did not
Fair.
sleep well.
get coffee from the keg.
I
If it
don't
helps.
like coffee all that much.
Can we get hot coffee?
Yes. You do in fact get hot beverage from the keg.
Hot beverage.
Alright, cool. Emma, can
It's
I
the beverage
offer
and it's
you
hot.
a drink? We have
It's not coffee.
everything.
Oh,
I love you, chaotic barrel.
I love you, Errol.
really fancy thing here you got, and you can see Amon's kind of walking around, looking at everything, looks at the cannon, and kind of runs a hand across it, and looks at the giant keg, and as you're pouring out a variety of different things, just the fascination.
So, coffee, tea,
Oh yeah, I'll get some tea.
alright. And I get him his tea the way he likes it, because I probably know that.
Oh, absolutely. Ooh, that's a good cup there.
That's a good cup of tea there.
Oh yeah, that's a real good. I don't hate this accent.
He's fucking Canadian. Or
You hate the
Wisconsinite.
Canadians, Hunter?
Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
Zach
I'm
is
from-
gonna ask it for quote unquote energy drink.
I don't hate this.
Maybe this will help the horse.
Make a clownery roll for energy drink.
I'm gonna go down and
Alright.
start dinner.
We just D20 plus 7. Let's go clownery. We have oh, that's a 70-20. What the fuck?
Excuse me?
No.
Yeah, rolling a 73 on a d20 plus 7.
Just do the 15 plus 7. It's just the 15 plus the first roll. I'll just take that.
Okay. Yeah, you hear.
Yeah, there we go.
It's less a hear. You get the vibe of a just someone who is raw aggression incarnate, and you just like you almost feel their scream and just this presence of someone that you know their name is Kyle, as this like clearish, almost like white beverage with carbonation pours into the
Sense the power of
tanker,
so many trans girls before you.
and you absolutely pour out a cup of the white Monster energy drink. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, pure energy.
Huh. It's gonna pour half of that into another tanker. Like, hey Dante, try this.
Did you just make make fucking power thirst energy drinks for people who need gratuitous amounts of energy?
Yes. Just like try this. Zach just looks immediately like, this feels right.
Zach, what exactly did you ask it for?
I asked it for something that would give people energy.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll give it a try, I guess. As long
This
as
definitely feels right. Yeah, it has all the right.
Dante takes like a huge swig of it, like just basically downs it.
Dante, immediately after downing it, you feel your rage activate and you need to punch a wall.
I immediately smash the nearest wooden object.
No.
You roll just a d20 for me. Alright, you, with your aggression, throw the tankard on the ground, it shatters, run over, and you just punch the wheel off of the cannon.
It's my fucking cannon, John!
He's fucking losing it.
And I rush up the stairs. What the hell is going on?
I think I made some kind of juice. I think I made some kind of aggression
I was
juice.
gonna just kind of rush over there and start casting mending on the cannon.
It's supposed to be some kind of energy drink.
Wait,
but
oh my god.
Dante
Wait,
definitely got zooted on that.
holy crap. Dante, no, not
Dante
Dante.
grabs the railing slowly, like, crushed under his grip as he's trying to keep it together.
Demare, thank you for reminding me of this because I've been meaning to do it for 2 sessions now. You remember when Old Man Hickory cut my rope? Steve?
Yes, definitely. No, I don't remember at all.
I think he tried lassoing and then he just.
Yeah, I
"No, fuck you."
lassoed him and then he cut the rope.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mend that
Okay.
at some point in the last several days. I did that.
Mayor, do you want the juice that gives energy? I have no idea if it's gonna help you with your exhaustion or not.
Dante just
Mayor
keeps
kind of
screaming
stares
in
at
the
Zach,
background.
almost as if they just asked the most insane question Damir's ever heard in her life, and then she goes, "Yes."
Just passes it over.
And I just stare over at Zach
How
like,
much is it? Is it like a full cup?
It's supposed to be half of a anchored, so.
Yeah, no, it's like, I would say about 2/3 of a regular sized monster.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back over to the thingy and ask for more of the stink
Yeah, I used the words energy drink, but
energy drink.
and I
or
Well,
maybe.
So, to reiterate, when using this, you don't need to say, you just need to
Or like, well, I was thinking
give
of
the
some kind of.
vibe of what you want. You have a tankard of beverage already, and if you just, like,
More.
yeah, give it
You
the
saw what
vibe
it
that
did.
you
You
want
look
to
at, you
top
see
this
what it
off.
is. We just
Yeah.
need a name for it.
Energy drink, since that's what Zach called it.
Yeah, you don't even need to say anything. You just need to, you know,
Thoughts, the vibes.
yeah, accentuate the vibe forward. And, yeah, it's topped off.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna chug the whole ass thing.
okay, before
Oh, damn.
Demare wanders off.
I'm not wandering off, I'm like right here.
Alright, I kind of huddle up with these 3 in particular. Honestly, it's convenient that you 3 are in this spot. I kind of huddle up with the 3 of you.
Three.
Oh, that's Amon, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to.
It's like, what the fuck?
Dante still screaming.
But you all just... My foster dad is here. Can you guys not be... you?
Can you tell him not to
Sure, I
give
wouldn't
me
ask you
random
about you.
beverages?
You're the one that
Or
fucking drank it.
otherwise.
Okay,
Although I think
Don't
otherwise
drink
you might be
random
looking at
crap.
too much to do
Zach!
yourself.
Zach, and I look over at Zach. Drink some water.
No.
No.
And I look over at Demare, and you! I don't even know how to make you normal.
Very careful,
They're
Demare
normal
says,
in their own
chugging
way.
the whole ass tankard.
Okay.
Oh no. Zach's just gonna ready up their shield.
Okay? Okay.
Dante
And I'm-
smashes
and I-
another object
and I-
in
and I-
the background.
And I head off back towards the hold. As I pass Nicholas, I just look at him and I'm like, "You're okay."
Thanks, I guess.
And I head
Thanks,
back down to the
Nicholas.
kitchen.
Friend.
So how you feeling, Demir?
How am I feeling, Steve?
You definitely feel more energy. You, I would say, you feel more prideful.
Demir just like holds up a finger and is like, "Hold on, I'm still processing this."
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not breaking things.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, after the display that Dante showed, I'm a little disappointed.
Maybe it's because Dante's a barbarian. You know? Yeah.
As Dante's just still trying so hard to keep it together, he's like, "You are so lucky, because my rage is so righteous, I want to punch you."
Why would you punch a funny dude?
Because you have nothing but chaos and a tinge of evil attached to you.
The evil was a fucking. That was a situation of duress. Okay, legally speaking, I was under duress.
A lot of what I see you do is questionable. I can't help it, alright?
Reality speaks through me. Question me not. But anyway, do you feel energized, Amir? Like, do you feel better a little bit?
Would you say I feel better, Steve?
Yes.
Yes, I feel better.
Cool. That's all I wanted.
Awesome.
I am
I
helpful.
think I'm ready to go
I
for
thought you were
night,
sad.
guys.
You
Yeah.
sure fucking are. He's like,
Just like I was like before going back to where the fuck Sax, just to slap Amon on the shoulder. Welcome to the ship, and then just gonna go duck
Well,
out
glad to
for a
be here.
bit and process. Like, man, Dante could have fucking killed me.
I may have almost died.
Like, that could have really been hurtful.
It's okay. Dante has self-control.
So,
Oh yeah.
dinner?
So Eric
Anybody?
Eric has to leave for the night.
Yeah, it's one here. So yeah.
Okay. Does it seem like time for the for things to wind down?
Potentially.
Like, how are you feeling, Hunter? Since you, I don't know.
I am also the Edie.
I was gonna do some things for the sake of brevity.
Like,
Tell him everything.
Yep. You catch them up.
Yeah, for the sake of brevity, I tell him everything. Not just the stuff that's happened since the Adventure Guild, but everything after I left home. Just all of it.
he is processing right now.
Even the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even the weird stuff, like when I asked an airship captain if I could stow away and ended up with a temp job.
Mm-hmm.
The moment where you just had to shower in an alleyway.
Yes. I tell him that.
Yeah.
Like I said, even the bad stuff.
Oh, did I? Okay.
And when the Lord of Cinders come up, that's when I finally roll up my sleeve.
Yeah, he.
Oh, that's
Like-
fucked up there. Your arm is like really fucking messed up there, bro.
Oh yeah, but so yeah, Amon, you unload a lot, and Amon definitely needs time to process everything, and like doesn't really have. Amon does a lot of listening for this.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of interrupting, and it starts with some praise, but like as it kind of gets into more serious things, such as the destruction of multiple towns, the saving of an entire territory, fighting multiple dragons, the Lord of Cinder and the Dragon Throne,
And my sister who hates me.
Yeah. It's one of those. Amon just nods and reaches out and puts a hand on top of yours as you're sitting there. Well, you're getting through it, and you know that we did the best we could to make sure that you're ready for all of this. So we believe in you.
Thanks.
If you ever need any help, or even if you just want to spend the night again, our doors are always open.
Thanks, Amon.
We love you, Sandra.
I know.
Gives you a hug.
I hug him right back.
So, if there wasn't anything else anyone else wanted to do before we close the session.
No, we go off, I find him a room.
Yep.
Probably one of these two.
Yep. I need to rename the token really quick, but yeah, we're good for that. We will end the session. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
thank you everyone for watching.
Yeah, we will see you guys next week.